Good morning, good morning. My name is Tina Kavergich. Thank you for joining me. And I am Northern Stamper. See, Northern Stamper. My name is Tina Kavergich. If you can't say that, don't worry about that. That's no problem. Just remember northernstamper@gmail.com. Look, I'm dressed as a little pirate today. Woohoo! How exciting. Anyways, thank you for joining me. And I have some very exciting news. I can't wait to tell you all about it. I got my blends here. These are all the new color blends from the new annual catalog coming out. I'm very super excited about this. I have some catalogs coming in that I will be mailing out. So hopefully you're on my mailing list. I do have a list already. And it's quite exciting. Why I have this letter here in red. Remember this number. If you're going to order with me, use this host code. This is a host code, and you will get a little bit more freebies from me. Tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Has announced on Wednesday they are doing free shipping. So that is a fantastic deal. You do it on orders over $100, or you can email me at northernstamper@gmail.com, and I can help set it up for you. Now, the reason you want this host code is so that, one, if you use this host code, I'm going to toss in a free mystery stamp with any order that is placed with me at $85, or if it's at $160, I will toss in a bundle, which means a stamp and a punch, or a stamp and a die set. That is from my stash. I have new items coming in, and I cannot keep them all, so I am passing it on to you. Now, even though it looks like my last name, it's not. This is a host code, okay? So don't get them mixed up, all right? There we go. So as I mentioned, these are all the new Stampin' blends that are coming in. I don't know about you, but I love coloring, and I love my Stampin' blends, and I'm very super excited because in July we will be doing coloring with some of these new colors. So I just wanted to let you know. So I'll move those off to the side, and I have to thank my friends Joan. Thank you so much. Look at this awesome card she made for me. She does cross stitching. She is, I think, the most gifted cross stitcher I have ever met. So I'm always so excited when I see an envelope from Joan, and I'm quite excited. So thank you very much for that birthday card. And I received this card from Jennifer. Thank you very much. Look at this. This is a fantastic set. It is in the mini and annual catalog. You don't want to miss out on these. And one of my favorite flower DSPs of all time. So what she did is she made this kind of in here. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? She made a little square, and so it sits up by itself. It is fantastic. I just love it. Thank you, Jennifer. It was very kind of you to send that on to me. Okay, so thank you. I do appreciate it. I do place them all up on my board for my gratitude. So don't forget, the mini and annual catalog will be... All right, everybody. I have tried to fix it up a little bit, so give me a thumbs up if you are here. I had to move on to my phone, so hopefully everything will work now. Give me a thumbs up or a comment so that I know that you're here. I don't want to miss out on anybody's comment, and I'm going to give a moment. Give me a thumbs up. Come on. Miss out on anybody's comment, and I'm going to give a moment. Come on. There we go. I am going to give a moment for everybody to find us again, and I will continue on that. So as I mentioned, the mini catalog and the annual catalog will be running out the end of April. As I mentioned, there's free shipping tomorrow. Make sure you use this host code and get a free item or stamp set from me. Oh no, I think I pushed the wrong button. All right. Anyways, I'm not touching anything, just in case. So there we go. I wanted to show off some great stuff that we got coming up. And let's see what we got. Okay, so I have up on my calendar for May some great things coming up. I'm going to be doing a paper share. The reason you're going to want to get in on the paper share is because, one, the items, the papers are absolutely fabulous. I got to show you some of them that we got. This is called Countryside Inn, and the papers are absolutely fabulous. Look at the colors. It's a nice bright white with the various blues, and they are super, super cute with some of the papers that we got. So I cut them 6 inches by 12 inches. And the reason that I do that is so that you can actually get more papers, use out of the papers from this. And what I had done is I've already done, so when you are part of my paper share, you are going to get a free kit for, whoops, oh, I don't know what the heck is going on here. Is you're going to get a free kit for May. All right. And that is with the paper share. So this is the leftover papers that I had from like preparing the May's kit. So I just put all the little scraps together, and they look so cute with this Countryside Inn. So this is one of the papers that is in the paper share. Okay. And as I said, this is just one of the cards that I made that is left over from the May paper share that we're doing. Also, some of these that I have mentioned, there's a Bright and Beautiful. Now, this one is really cool. Very bright and colorful. Great for like kids' birthdays if you got them coming up. I've got some cards designed already for that for May using this. They are fabulous. Okay, one of my favorite ones. Okay, I never knew that this was going to be it. The Zoo Crew. These are super, super cool. All right, look at that. Like, these papers are so stupidly adorable. Like, I had to buy the whole suite because it is just so cute. And actually, I think I'm going to be using this Zoo Crew for our July, which we're going to be doing some coloring. And this is one of the cards I made with that left over. Look at that. Isn't it? That is, yes, Carol, it is just so much fun. I haven't finished the inside. I'm still working on it. But it was just so cute. I had to cut it up and try it out. So the paper shares are fabulous. You know what? I just love them. Okay, this is the Daisy, Fresh as a Daisy set. And this one is right fabulous. Last night we did a team activity. And I'm going to show you what we made. And we made these with some of these paper. Well, I made it with these papers here. And this Daisy set that matches this will be used in a stamp camp. So I have the stamps and the dies. My dies are already inside. And this is going to be used in a stamp camp. So this is a fabulous, fabulous suite itself. So last night we created, my team and I created this little super duper sweet little kind of like a card with acetate. And I used the daisies from this, the die cuts, and the paper to make this little 3D card. Isn't that fantastic? It turned out really, really nice. So being part of my team does have perks. You know, I do special things, activities with the team and stuff like that. So in May, the paper shared, so join that, and you get the Tuesdays for free. So there's 5 of them, so you don't want to miss that. June, the Takeaway Tuesdays, we're doing in colors, and I've already got those already all designed. Super cute. You're going to love those. Don't forget the online June retreat, which uses the cheerful daisies. Okay, there we go. We got this and the dies. I love it. Absolutely love it. July, we are going to be doing coloring for Takeaway Tuesdays, so make sure you're on that for coloring. Takeaway Tuesdays. And I have a card and camp escape retreat for my team that I am offering. All right. And August Takeaway Tuesdays, we're going to be doing kits and kit alternatives. Now, the reason I chose that is because those are great for like going away camping and stuff. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. And I'm going to quickly show you some of, oh, Diane wants to know if it stands on its own. Yes, it does. It actually stands all by itself. So there we go. Stands on its own like that. Super cute. It was a lot of fun. So I did receive some of my new product items. So there are the embellishments with the new in colors. Now you may look at the in colors and say, oh, those are not very bright or pretty or whatever. I'm going to tell you, they are. They work really well. Stampin' Up! Hit the mark again. They did a really fantastic job on the colors and the coordinations. And the July, like the in color stuff I got planned for you, you are going to love it. This is the Countryside Corner Dies. Now, when you look at the new annual catalog, if you don't have it, drop me an email right there, northernstamper@gmail.com. You're going to want to get this, okay? So these dies are fabulous. Like the shape of them are really great, okay? It's a great shape and they go all the way down. If you don't get the stamp set, at least get the dies. Mark that down. You want to get the dies. They're very super useful. And we're going to be using them for many, many things. Okay. I also got the Countryside Blossoms embossing folder. You don't want to miss this. This is really great. And this is one of my favorite ones. It quickly becoming my very high up. Oh, right next to the daisies is Circle Sayings. And you get a punch with this one, like a circle punch that fits this. And I've used this for, I think, every card I've made with the sentiments and stuff. So I don't know about you, but you know, lettuce is costing like $600 a head now. But what I'm doing, and you know, I feed about 6 people in this house. So it gets pretty expensive. So what I've decided to do is I'm taking a different aspect of the annual catalog going forward. Okay, I am going to be showcasing better ways on what we're going to use. So I am sticking with only a few items from the catalog, okay? Such as the Circle Sayings, the Cheerful Daisies, and there's a couple of other things, and that's all I am working with. So I'm a big believer in the in colors and the DSP paper share, which will get you much, much further for your dollar value, okay? And of course, I know Stampin' Up! Probably has a join offer coming that you may want to get in on, or at least follow, and I will keep you up to date. So we are going to be moving forward with this annual catalog, trying to save our money and using the most of what we have. So even if you don't buy any of, say, like the Circle Sayings or the Cheerful Daisies to follow along, use what you have. But, you know, get in on either the Takeaway Tuesday packages or some of the paper shares, okay? So enough going on. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment. I am trying to keep up and watching them. So now you are here for the next Takeaway Tuesday, which is the Legendary Ride, which we are using this stamp set for this card using today. Now, this is a really cool masculine stamp set, or I guess it could be for a woman who rides a bike. I don't know. It's up to you. But I've been using this for a few items here, and it is fantastic. And today, we are going to be using, get out of your little kit. Okay, you are looking for, let's get these all out. Every time I forget to do the envelope, so maybe we'll do the envelope first. Oh, Lori, because you are a demonstrator, look in your mailbox. It should be there this week. Demonstrators, Canadian demonstrators are getting their catalogs this week. I already got mine. We're going to do the envelope, all right? So we got the envelope. You want to pull out, there's a piece of orange cardstock. We want that. That's pumpkin pie. And there's a piece of pumpkin pie with a strip. These two we need to work first together. So let's put those together off to the side and we'll get working on that. A couple of pieces of basic white, the black, and the strips. Okay, so this is what we need for today. Also, there should be a piece of white that matches on here. I don't have it because it's already embossed, but we're going to be using that. All right, so those are the pieces that we need. So let's get started. All right, so we've got our card base here, And what we want to do is just, we want to make a little score line on this little strip. Okay. And let's get that cutter out of the way because I don't want to cut. And I'm just going to put it in, and I'm going to make a little score line at the 1/4 mark. And I'm just going to go through that and make a little score line. Things are just not working for me today. So my things are just not working. So it's just one of those days. So, okay. So I have a little bit of a score line. I'm going to fold that up. And what we're going to do is we are going to actually just glue it onto the bottom of this card base on the inside. Okay. So let's just do that first. All right. Going to do that first. Now, I am just going to tape it, but you can glue it if you like. And it's going to be so that it is flush with the other piece. Now, to finish this up, what I'm going to do, because I'm taping it, I will be placing a piece of white on the inside to hide this tape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on the bottom. All right, there we go. I'll just line it up. Why am I not surprised it's not lining up? Not today. All right, see, everybody has one of those days, huh? Have you ever had one of those days where just nothing goes right? Okay, I'll put a little bit of tape on there. Oh my heavens. I guess it makes life exciting, huh? All right, so we got that taped, and I'm actually going to add a little bit of adhesive on the bottom to glue that down. Okay, because I want it to stay like that. That is going to become our bottom flap. So when we close it, right, there we go. It just kind of goes over like a little matchbook, right? That's what we want. All right, that's fantastic. Let's place this off to the side and look at our piece of basic white. So there is a piece of basic white that goes on this black, and we are going to place it through the metal plate 3D embossing folder. And by magic, look, it is done. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And all we're going to do is I'm going to place that on top and glue that down. This is a really cool design for masculine cards. Gives a really great design. Embossing folders are, I think, people don't give them enough credit. They really add a lot to when you make a card. So if you make 2 cards and make one without embossed paper and one with, it really makes a difference. So we got the white on the black cardstock, and now we're going to add it onto the front of the card. Okay, so remember, it's like a little matchbook. It's going to flip up like that. See, this will be covered. All right, so we have those pieces together. All right, and I'm going to bring in the strips of DSP. So we got a couple of strips. Now there's the one that has like a little tire mark. We're going to place that on the bottom on the front flap because that's going to act as our road. We want that on our front flap to act as a road. There we go. See, you see it's coming together now. All right. Now what side should we do? Oh, definitely not that side. Okay. So your DSP may look slightly different than mine, but that's okay. So we have the one on the bottom done. I'm going to be placing this one on the top, right about here, on the piece of white. So I want it a little bit so you can see it here on the white, and a little bit so when I close it, there's a little bit on the bottom. And now if it's too wide and you don't like it, just cut it down a little bit to suit whatever you want. I have another piece of orange. I'm going to just kind of place that in the middle. There we go. So it comes together, right? It looks really cool. Now, what we want to do is we are going to take our motorcycle. Where's the motorcycle? Okay, hold on. All right, I put it down somewhere. Okay, I'm going to use the large motorcycle from Legendary Ride. Okay, so let's get that out. And I am going to place it on my Stamparatus. Now, I know the Stamparatus has sold out, But if you would like one, let me know. northernstamper@gmail.com. I do have another one that I can ship for $20. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to get my Stamparatus, and I am going to get my paper. Oh, that one doesn't fit. That's not good. And I'm going to get my paper, and I'm going to place it down, get my little magnets, okay, hold on to my paper. There we go. I bought extra magnets just in case, you know. They are always so useful. Oh, this is the wrong way. There we go. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to place it on the Stamparatus to pick it up. And I'm going to ink it with black ink. Okay, let's get that in so you can see. All right. Now, as I mentioned, I know the Stamparatus sold out very quickly, but if you missed out, drop me an email. I do have one that I can sell that is brand new in the box. So I'm inking it up with my Memento Black, okay? And I'm going to place it down and ink that paper. Now, you notice that the ink, it's not quite dark enough. So I'm going to, as long as I don't move those magnets and that paper, I can re-ink it again. And there we go. Press it again. Voila. And it's much darker and there's no lines. I love this machine. It's too bad that it is no longer available. So let's get this out. And we are going to use our die cuts and die cut that out. Okay. So in the legendary dies, we are going to look for the die cut for the large motorcycle. Okay, so let's go die cut that away. All right, and look at this magic. Look at magic. There we go. It is die cut. Oh, how exciting! The magic of movies. Okay, so let's get our card back in. All we need to do is we are going to place our motorcycle on that little flap, that matchbook flap on the bottom, okay? Now we can use dimensionals to pop that up a little bit. So let's do that. Remember, when you're gluing, watch where you're gluing. If you're doing it on the bottom flap, make sure you add the glue to the bottom portion of your item that you're placing on here, okay? So I'm going to offset it a little bit to the right. You don't want to glue the whole thing down, otherwise you're going to glue your card shut, and that would be like not good. Okay, so I have that on there. Now let us get our sentiment. I'm going to use, which one shall we use? You know what? I have not used this one, Classic Authentic You, since forever. It's brand new. I don't think I've ever used that one. So let's go ahead and use that now. We will grab a block. Also, I wanted to mention to you, you want to order tomorrow because once the new catalog comes out, there is new pricing. So you want to grab things like envelopes and, what else is there? Some cardstock if you want, some ink pads, and stuff like that. There's some items that you want to get before they go up in price. Okay? But envelopes are one of them that you want to grab because those are going up a little bit more than others. So let's see. Will this fit this brand new circle? You know what? Oh my gosh, look at that. It does. Oh, and I just moved it. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's a little large, but you know what? That looks fantastic. Hey, I did not plan it that way. We can get our orange. And you know what I'm going to do? Because this is a round circle and it's got a lot of white space, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to add some of that ribbon around the top and the bottom, right? Hey, that's a great idea. So we'll just kind of get it so it's around. Now, I might have to convince it a little bit, right? Let's get our scissors. You know what? Let's just go back and forth. and go around and around. I might have to use a glue dot to convince it to stay, and then I can put a bow on the top. So there we go. Yeah. That's a great idea. I'm going to use a little glue dot and keep it on the top there, and it kind of uses up that space. Oh, let's get that glue dot out. This stuff is moving around too much for me. Okay. Come on. Ah, yes. Why am I not surprised today? Okay, let's get that taped down a little bit. And I'm going to just add that little glue dot in just to keep that in place. Because you know what? It just doesn't want to work with me. And you know what? It's okay if it's not perfectly on there. Oh, dear. I'll put a little bow or a little bit something there. So I want to make it a little bit, you know, rustic. How's that? What's the word for it? Let's wrap that around. And we're going to do that around the bottom again. And we'll add a glue dot. Let's start with our glue dot. Okay. I know I've been kind of going on for a while, but I hope you're sticking with me. All right. Going to add a little glue dot to the bottom. Oh, yeah. Got glue everywhere. All right. Going to go like that. Around. Stick it around. Let's do that a couple of times so it sticks to that glue dot. Around the back. There we go. And you know what? I don't want this to be perfect. All right. I find that the more I try and make my items perfect, the more difficult it becomes, and I get very upset. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to go with the imperfect, and that will be fantastic. So let's go and add that to the front. And I'm going to put that on a little bit of an angle. And I'm going to top that off with a little bit of a bling on there. There we go. So there's our card for today. It's like a little matchbook. There we go. I will finish this up and put something on the inside so that it covers up that tape or that seam line. Okay. And so I can write on it. Now, don't forget, we got to do our envelope. Okay. I always forget to do the envelope. I don't know how that always happens. So let's get some going on the envelope. Oh, yeah. Got to give something for that mail person to look at. All right, let's get a little bit of a image on there. I'm just going to quickly ink up a motorcycle, the little one. Whoop. And we will stamp it on the front. Oh, yeah. I'll put it on this side. And then we'll put the little flames on. That'll be cute. That'll be super cute for the front of the envelope. There we go. There we go. Ah, that's pretty funny. And then I will put my card together. There we go. So what do you think of this card design today? I'd like to know how yours turned out. Thank you for joining me today and all of the difficulties that we have. I do apologize. I think it's time to buy a new laptop anyways. So there we go. Don't forget to post yours. And if you have any questions, please drop me a note, an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. Don't forget the host code. This is not how you spell my name, but it sure does look like it. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope I have motivated you a little bit to create today. And you know what? Go with the way that the card wants. If it's not perfect, that's okay. All right. I will see you next time. And hopefully we will be able to create again. Take care, my friends.